What's going on, guys? No one's supcharls. I'm going to talk about the PlayStation Store, and basically I'm going to talk about some sales and also the fact that it has actually been around for 10 years today in Europe, so that's pretty exciting. And I wasn't really a PlayStation gamer back then when PS3 was new and all that stuff, so I didn't really know that PlayStation Store was 10 years old here in Europe. So yeah, it is a pretty huge milestone, I guess. But the interesting thing here is, for me, since I don't really know what else there is to talk about, which is why I wanted to talk about the PlayStation Store, there's a bunch of sales right now going on, and there are some old ones, and yesterday they were announced some new ones. It is really exciting because yesterday they announced that there were gonna be some exclusive sales on certain PlayStation exclusive games, obviously. And when I looked at it, there were some pretty interesting titles. There were even some extra discount for PS Plus members. I saw some interesting titles that were on sale, and most of them I already own because I have already purchased the games that I'm mostly interested in, so I don't really see much of a point for me to buy them. But at the same time, I myself personally prefer owning a game physically, so I don't really own these titles digitally, so I'm gonna maybe purchase them digitally now since it is really cheap. And those games are like Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, Uncharted 4, and actually just Uncharted in general. There is also Ratchet & Clank games and Resistance and Infamous, even Killzone Shadowfall and Killzone 3 map pack, which was actually pretty interesting to me because I'm actually considering purchasing Killzone map packs for Killzone 3, but at the same time I don't really want to purchase it when I know the game isn't really populated with a lot of players nowadays. So at the same time it would be a waste of money, and yeah, that's not too good. But there are certainly some interesting things on sale, and Killzone 1 is actually also on sale, which is bundled with Infamous Festival of Blood or whatever that DLC thing was called. Don't really remember the exact title, but all I cared about was Killzone 1, and it is actually really cheap, and I was actually considering to purchase that maybe because I have not tried it out and I like Killzone. But at the same time, again, I don't really play on the PS3 too much, and I'm not much of a campaign player, to be honest, so I don't really know if it's worth it. But at the same time, I kind of want to own it just because it's Killzone, and I want to support the franchise obviously as well, because it is actually a pretty underrated series, just like Medal of Honor to me, and I would gladly support those and Homefront as well actually. So definitely something I'm considering, and that is just some of them that I found interesting because those are the titles that I know about and stuff like that. I don't really know much about Gravity Rush, for example, or Little Big Planet, so I'm not gonna mention those, even though I kinda did right there. But point is, there is a bunch of exclusive sales right now, and I'm considering some of them. And then I might as well just spend 50 euros or around that, because apparently you also get a 10 euro voucher code in April if you do so. So that's awesome, and I might as well just purchase some digital games. I might purchase Uncharted 1, 2 and 3 on the PS3 actually, or actually just 1 and 2 because I already own Uncharted 3. So I might purchase those and maybe Killzone 1, and then there's also, if you buy one game you will get another one for free, which is some indie games and stuff like that, which is awesome. Definitely considering those as well, because I have actually been considering purchasing Lara Croft Go and Hitman Go, because I have actually tried Hitman Go out on my phone, which was something that I got for free, and it was a pretty solid puzzle game that I thought could be interesting to play on the Vita on the go if I have it with me. And Lara Croft Go, haven't tried that out, but I would assume it's the same thing, and when I look up reviews and stuff like that, people seem to say that it's apparently better than Hitman Go, or it's improved in some ways. But that is something that I'm considering purchasing as well, just because it's 2 for 1. And then there's also Deal of the Week, also PES 2017, which I don't really have a huge interest in because I'm more of a FIFA player, despite me not owning any FIFA games lately. But I prefer that over PES, and that's just my take on it. And it is mainly because I grew up with FIFA. So yeah, PES is not something that I would get. But the exclusive sale, I definitely consider a lot of those games to purchase them digitally, since I own, as I said before, most of my games physically, and usually I would go physically if I can. I would usually wait until a digital game eventually would get a physical copy sometime in the future, and great examples of that is, for example, with the Telltale games, or Life is Strange, or well, I actually don't know if there is any other. So I'm not much for digital games, and mainly because digital games is usually something that I think will be given out for free on PS Plus, even though despite the lack of AAA titles lately, or for quite a while now. But Tearaway was a AAA experience, and Little Big Planet 3 also another one which I actually considered to purchase. So to me, I don't really know if I want to purchase a lot of games digitally, just because I think they will give it out for free someday, and that is why I usually don't purchase too much digital title. But right now, since it's so cheap, I might as well just do it, and I've actually found some already maybe, and those games were what I mentioned before. Probably some others maybe, I don't know, but I gotta look into it more and consider a little bit more, think about it if it's worth it or not, and then I might as well also just go for it eventually, just because I want to get that voucher code for April with those 10 extra euros that you can save for your next purchase, I guess, which is something that is worth it to me, because I'm actually also wondering whether or not I should actually purchase that Bentley's hack pack thing for the PS Vita, because it's a bunch of mini games from the Sly for Thieves in Time hacking stuff and whatever there now is. I forgot them because I haven't really played the game in a while, but I've considered to purchase that game, or those mini games, or whatever you can call it, and play it on the go with my PS Vita. And then there was also some PSP games, maybe like Daxter. That is mainly because it's a Jak and Daxter game, or not even a Jak and Daxter, but it's just Daxter. And I don't want to play it too much, but I just want to try it out and see how well it is. I mean, it is a PSP game. It's not made from, or it's not made by Naughty Dog or anything, so might be a bad game, but to me, I still think I should try it out before I would judge it, and that is why I considered that as well, and because it's on sale. Uncharted Fight for Fortune, or whatever, that card game, is another game I really consider actually. But yeah, those are just some of the things that I've considered, and some of the interesting sales, for me at least, on the PlayStation Store that is going on right now. Not sure if any of you viewers are having any interest there, but if anyone is interested in getting into Killzone Shadowfall and doesn't have it already, I would maybe consider purchasing it from PlayStation Store. I'm not really sure if it's gonna be able to compete with a pre-owned copy of the game, but it's definitely something that I, if I didn't own the game, would purchase. And there's also that season pass bundle with the full game on sale, so that is something that you could consider as well, maybe, I don't know. But in general, there's a bunch of sales going on right now with the exclusives, and that's all I cared about. So I don't really know if you viewers have any interest there in any of those exclusive or any of the sales that are going on right now. But this is basically what I wanted to talk about for this commentary, just to get something to talk about for this week. So I hope you viewers enjoyed this commentary video, and hopefully I will see you viewers on my next video.